Hey everybody, I'm Logan Alec. I'm a CPA. Today we're going to be talking about IRS Notice CP259, that's CP259. I have one on screen right here that I'm going to go through in this video, but first I'm going to tell you what this notice is. Why does the IRS send it? I'm going to go over the example notice section by section. It's not just an example, it's an actual redacted version of a notice one of our clients received. And then I'm going to tell you what you need to do if you got this notice. Okay, so let's jump right in, folks. IRS Notice CP59 is, well, it's pretty simple. It's basically a notification to you that the IRS believes that you did not file a particular tax return, a business tax return to be exact. The CP259 is only sent to business taxpayers. If the IRS thinks that you haven't filed your personal tax return, your 1040, it'll send you a CP59 without the 2. I have a video about that notice here at the top of the screen. But if it's a CP259, that means the IRS thinks that you failed to file some business tax return. This could be, as in the case of our client here, a 941 quarterly payroll tax return. It could be the 940, the annual return. It could be a Form 1120 for a C Corp, Form 1120S for an S Corp. Basically, any of these business returns that businesses file, income tax returns or payroll tax returns, the IRS thinks you had an obligation to file and you didn't, you'll get a CP259. Okay, so that's what this notice is, why the IRS sends it. Now, before we talk about what you should do if you receive this notice, let's just go through it bit by bit so you know what you're looking at when you're dealing with the CP259. Okay, so in the big bold kind of words here, it tells you, you didn't file such and such tax return. Right above that, it'll say what period for that tax return it's talking about. So in this case, it's the Q4 2021 Form 941. That tax period ending date will be up here as well. Okay, so you know exactly what return the IRS thinks you haven't filed. So they say, we show that you haven't filed your tax return for the tax period ending on December 31st, 2021. You must file Form 941 or tell us we don't have to file no later than date future. Okay, now here's a little secret. This date is not like, oh, if you don't do it by this date, then the IRS is going to come over and, beat you up or something like that. Okay, you have time here. Because what's the worst that could happen in this case? The worst that could happen is if you don't file by that date, the IRS could start preparing what's called a substitute for return for you, where they basically prepare the return for you, and generally not in a way that's not very advantageous to you. Okay, but you don't have a heart attack if you can't get it done by this date. All right, what you need to do immediately, right? This is what the IRS. It's not really what you need to do immediately. It's what the IRS wants you to do immediately. But in this case, it's not the worst advice. It's like, look, if you're required to file this tax return but haven't done so, file it, right? Just file it. Get it done. Okay, file it. And if you don't think you have to file it, you can call the number at the top of the notice, right here. Or you can complete the response form on page 3 to indicate, basically why you don't have to file. Okay, and we will talk about. Here's the response form for that. We'll talk about that response form in a bit. Right, and there, like I said, if we don't hear from you, if you don't file a tax return by that date in the notice or dispute this notice, we may file a substitute return for you and charge penalty and interest on the amount of tax calculated. Good news is, with a substitute for return, you can still file an original return to protest the substitute return filing. Additional information, this is pretty standard block on all IRS notice mail. Just the IRS webpage for the notice doesn't really say anything new. Where to get tax forms, keep this notice for your records, yada, yada, yada. All right, so now let's talk about the response form here. This is if you don't think you have to file, then you should complete this form and send it back to the IRS. Now, what I'm actually going to do here is I'm going to create a separate video about the response form, okay? And I'm going to now tell you what you need to do if you got the CP259 and you do have a filing requirement, okay? In which case you would not be using the response form, because the response form is only if you don't think you needed to file. So, okay, so let's say you got the CP59, you know you have to file. You don't want the IRS to do a nasty SFR against you. What should you do? Okay. Well, I mean, the answer is very simple. It's not rocket science. You need to file that return. Okay. Now, we find that there's two impediments to people filing their return when they're in the situation. One is they just don't know where to start. In that case, you could hire help with that. You can hire a professional who can figure out exactly the game plan. And number two, they think, oh man, I don't have my records. I don't have my books and records. Like, even if I hired a professional, what would they do? In both cases, folks, there is a solution. I would say, you might be surprised at how much the IRS will accept kind of reconstructed records as long as they're reasonable, right? You're not trying to cheat. You're not trying to claim deductions that you didn't incur. You just don't have the records. Okay. And I've covered a lot on how to do this in my videos about how to file back taxes. But that's really the solution here, folks, is just to file the return, right? And, don't freak out about those IRS deadlines. I would rather you miss the IRS deadline in the CP259 and do a better return that captures all the deductions you're entitled to, that accurately reports your income, than for you to cobble something together just to meet the deadline in the CP259. That is my professional opinion in the vast majority of cases, okay? Just with respect to the CP259, okay? I'd rather it be late and better than on time and not so great, okay? Folks, if you have multiple years on filed tax returns, okay, that is something we specialize in here at Choice Tax Relief. You qualify for a free consultation with us. Give us a call, 866-8000-TAX, 866-8000-829, or you can go to choicetaxrelief.com, fill out the form on the website, and we will reach out to you. I have some videos here on the left-hand side of the screen explaining Choice Tax Relief's process, about how we approach non-filers, what you should do if you're a non-filer. Actually, let's just put my whole playlist on unfiled tax returns up here on the upper left hand of the screen, and that should take care of it for y'all. All right, everybody, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.